Here's Derrick in New Mexico. Hey, Derrick.
Hello, Eddie. Hello, Sebastian, Carrot Top, and Richard Christie. Hey, Eddie, I'm the one that I was the one that you commented on the Facebook page.
Oh, you're Derrick Pierce.
Yeah. This is Derrick from New Mexico, but yeah, that's me on there.
Oh,
Exactly.
all right.
That was awesome. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, am I right? I was all happy. I messaged Ray from Maryland because me and him talk, on a regular basis. And yeah, I was like, I freaked out. I'm like, hey, look, he commented on mine. He said, yeah, well, he commented on mine too yesterday or whatever. So, but yeah, that's very cool that you're going to be doing that tomorrow.
All right. Well, cool. Derrick, do you want to get since this was your thing and your post? Do you want to call in tomorrow, or I'll give you a special VIP access here if you want to give us yours now?
Yeah, sure. Actually, can I mention something just real quick before I do that? Before you take me up there. Okay, yeah. Actually, since I just mentioned Ray from Maryland, and we met through the fan page on the Facebook, the Trump Nation, and he does a podcast, or he started to, and luckily he picked me to be his very first guest on it, and it's called Carrick's Car Wreck podcast, and he picked me on there, because he heard some of my story about that I used to work concerts and stuff like that, just whatever, and about my cancer battle. And so I was really happy whenever he chose me, and it's a pretty cool little podcast. I only had about 35 minutes of availability to do that, but yeah, I think it went really good. If anybody wants to check it out, you can check out his channel on YouTube. But yeah, so that's very cool, and Ray's a very cool guy, and me and him, basically. Yeah, and me and him talked like me and you just talk. We're just a couple of dudes, talking about music. But it was really great. So, but yeah, so on my because I'm planning to call in tomorrow, but my answer on it was my very first concert was 1986 was Judas Priest on the Turbo Tour, and I had told Ray about this little story that on that first concert, it was over there in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that Raven was the very first opening band, and I actually caught a drumstick from Wacko, the drummer. Yeah, so that was a very cool thing, just being your very first concert and coming away with that. And then my last concert was last Thursday, which I was going to tell you a review about, was Journey and Toto here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And it was such a great show. And I kind of did, I pulled an Eddie's brother and waited to the very last minute because I'm only like 5 minutes from the venue. So I basically walked up and went into the ticket office and bought a sweet ticket, like almost right on the rail on the side of the stage, for I think it was about $115. It was like $109, and the charge, the only service charge that they had right there was for like $550. So I ended up getting it for $115, and a couple of hours before the show, I was checking, the stub hubs and stuff like that, and it was going for $300. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So kind of, yeah, exactly. And then my next show is going to be on April 5th at the Speaking Rock Casino, and it's a free concert, and it's Dawkins, Bullet Boys, Firehouse, and Jack Russell's Great White.
Wow.
So yeah, mine. Yeah, and thanks, Eddie, for mentioning my name, and I appreciate it. So thanks a lot, and I'll listen to you off the air. Thank you.
All right, Derrick. Thank you. Take care of yourself, man. Glad you're doing okay. And Ray from Maryland, who's a regular caller with a podcast. So there you go. I don't think there's anybody left in the world that doesn't have a podcast at this point. Nothing against Ray. I hope it does well. But you know what I'm talking about. It's like literally everybody has a podcast. Everybody has a YouTube thing. Everybody's a broadcaster of some sort now. TV, radio, whatever. But good on Ray for doing that, and Derrick teaming up there. A lot there from what Derrick said, though. Thing about waiting to buy the ticket, Raven opening for Priest. I don't remember that Raven was on that tour in 86. I'm not saying he's wrong. I don't think they were here. By the way, Raven are on tour right now, and they are playing Vicious Rumors, Raven, and there's 2 or 3 opening bands depending upon the city.